Question 11, we've got a fraction, so we know what to do. We'll eliminate the fraction by getting the LCD. Now the LCD here, there's only one denominator, so it's going to be a 7. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 7. And then once I use the distributive property, that 7 right here, I'm just going to write it here, here, and here. Write the LCD in front of every original term. So I'll get 7 times 4 over 7x minus 7 times 7 greater than or equal to 7 times 5. And I'm not going to change that direction because I'm multiplying by a positive number. Now, on the left side, those 7's go out, right? 7 into 7 is once, so I get 4x minus 49 greater than or equal to 35. Let's add 49. So I'll get 4x greater than or equal to, now if you add 49 over here, we get, what do we get here? We get 84. And if I divide by 4, now alert, I'm dividing by a positive number. So no change in the direction of this inequality sign. So we're going to get x greater than or equal to, now divide by 4. 4 will go into 8 twice, into 4 once. There we go. And here's our graph. And here's the graph. Question 12, we've got two fractions. The LCD here is pretty straightforward, isn't it? Only denominator here is 2. So the LCD is 2. So let's multiply each side by 2. And that just means we're going to write that LCD, that 2, in front of every single term. Right here, 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 and here. Now we're multiplying by positive 2. So we don't change the direction of that symbol. So I'm going to write the 2 here, 2 times 4 minus 2 times 1 over 2x less than or equal to 2 times 1 over 2x plus 2 times 1. Now, I get an 8 minus 2 into 2 is once. I get 1 times x is x less than or equal to, those are going to cancel, and I'll get x, and then plus, right here, 2 times 1, that's a 2. Now, I've got x's on both sides. Choose a side. Well, I'm thinking this. I'm down an x on the left side. I'm up an x on the right side. So I've got more x's on the right side than I do on the left. So I'm going to get the x's on the right side. So I'm going to add x. Let's add x. So if I add x to each side, negative x plus x is gone. So I'm going to get the 8 less than or equal to, now over here, x plus x is 2x plus 2. Close. Let's subtract that 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6, less than or equal to 2x. Now I'm going to divide by this 2. I'm dividing by a positive number, so the symbol does not change the direction. Divide by 2, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 is less than or equal to 2x divided by 2 is just x. Now, we're close. This is that awkward situation again, where 3 is less than x. Just switch it all around. Awkward to read. X is greater than or equal to 3, right? If 3 is less than x, x must be greater than 3. There we have it. And our graph, x is closed circle, right? We got the equal sign in there. Arrow points to the right, so there we go. And 0's over here. This time, in this question 13, we've got decimals. Now, decimals are just fractions. So what I'm going to do is, now read this. What do you have? 1 and 7/10. So 7/10, 5/10, 6/10. Everything is tenths. So the LCD here is 10. So I'm going to multiply everything here by 10. Now, maybe you remember, that if you multiply decimals by 10, you just move the decimal 1 point to the right, 1 position to the right when you multiply decimals by 10. So just move it 1 place to the right. So what we will end up with here is, right, I'm multiplying by 10. So I'm going to get 17 minus 7x strictly less than 15 minus 6x. Now I've got x's on both sides. Choose a side. You know what? This time, I know I'm down 7 here. I'm down only 6 here. So I really have more over here in a sense. But here's what I'm going to do. Instead of getting them all on the right side, let's just get them on the left side to see what happens. So let's get rid of these here. Let's eliminate these. We're subtracting 6x, so let's add 6x. So if I add 6x, you know what? I'll write it. 17 minus 7x plus 6x, strictly less than 15 minus 6x plus 6x. On the left side, I get 17. Now, negative 7 plus 6 is negative 1, so I get negative x, strictly less than 15. Those go out. And now let's subtract that 17. So I'll get negative x less than, now 15 minus 17 is negative 2. And now I'm going to eliminate that negative, right? It's really negative 1x less than negative 2. So let's divide, or if you like, multiply by negative 1. Now, I'm multiplying or dividing by a negative, so that symbol is going to change direction. So this is going to be divide by negative 1. Negative 1 into negative 1 is x is now greater than, now I'm dividing, so negative 2 divided by negative 1 is positive 2. And a quick graph. Open circle, right? That equal sign is not included. So here is 2. Arrow points to the right. So all the values over here to the right. If I pick any value here and substitute that number back into the original equation up here, the original inequality, I'll get a true statement. And that finishes off our questions 11 through 13 in set 6.